Hello and welcome to Free Sample of the Week. This week we are looking at the synths. And if I'm honest, if you're going to go for one synth patch or your go-to synth, this is one I would highly recommend. It is free, available on Pianobook. It's by a guy called Matthew, and it's 2.5 gigabytes large for a start. He is quite deeply sampled this. You can get away actually with synth instruments being like 30 megabytes in all honesty, because sine waves, they're quite simple, but he has really gone down to earth and deeply sampled this and given us, I think it's like 45 presets, 45 presets to work with, which you can then go in and tweak yourself. This has got a lot of 80s vibes in all honesty. Everything from a Nord, DX7, Korg Prophet, Juno 60, MS-20. You can go in and read this, of course, the link's in the description as always. Really simple UI. I find with some of these, the UI can be a little bit too complex, especially those maybe starting out in the synth world. It really just gives you the basics and a load of really fun presets to mess with. As you can see from the reviews, people are just really enjoying this, so how could I not do a video on it? So let's just jump straight in to the Decent Sampler and just see what we've got going for us right here. You can see how the UI kind of looks right there. So this is the plugin in question. As we can see, very simple UI. As mentioned, we've got the volume knob, a low pass filter, reverb, attack and release, all the basics that you need. We've got the the Nord patch loaded. We're not going to go through all 45, just a couple little teasers so that you can go and download it yourself and have a little mess around. But let's just get stuck in, have a play and see what you think. So mod wheel does nothing. Let's probably put a little bit of low pass filter on there. Just need a thumping bass in the background and you got yourself a cool little electric track going there. Loving the organy vibes, very authentic, and I'm definitely letting, off a little bit of steam with this. Very clean, very synthy. Really nice sample actually, and we could go in and mess around. Although one thing I must admit, this is probably great for beginner synths, but if you really want to get in the nitty-gritty and modify the sound, you can't modify it too much. Yes, you've got a filter and some attack and release, but you can't change the waveform or anything like that, sadly. But if you want that, get a synth, I guess. Or I guess most AWs come with a synth to mess with. These are more kind of authentic 80 vibes, I guess. All right, let's look at another one, the LD, the stack guitar chunk. Probably not the way you should play this. I tried, but if it's what you're going for, there you go. What else we got? Airlock and Leak. I need something more ambient, I guess. 80s ambience? Airlock Leak. Oh, I called it. There you go, something completely different to what we've heard, a little less heavy on the ears, I guess, more up my street. What else do we have here? Timeless Movement, that one sounds really cool. That's a nice one just to hit something and just see where it goes, or hit a chord and... It's just a really nice analog sound to that, just clean, crisp, and if we open that up with some more reverb, even more. Ooh, that's fun. I can mess with that one a lot. Two more, and then I promise we'll finish. Rhythmic Sequence 1, 100 BPM. This should be interesting. These are lovely and analog, such beautiful just presets, something you could just out of the box mess with and play with. And one more, because it just attracted my eye, every 80s movie ever. You'll have to let me know if this is true. I'm just getting flashbacks to the at the beginning of movies that used to blow everyone's ears out. Yeah, that's definitely 80s sci-fi we're hearing right there. But there you have it. There's plenty more synthetic bass. There's so many different sounds, everything from ambient and some quite fat electric sounds there. There's pads, there's sequences, there's 2.5 gigabytes of sounds. Download it, mess around, have some fun. This is a gorgeous little synth, and probably one of the few synths you'll need, especially if you're starting out. Great place to start because you can't go wrong. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.